From Waco to Williams Lake, from the Stampede Corral to the Cow Palace, country music is as much a part of the rodeo scene as boots and saddles. It's inbred in rural residents, and in recent years, guitars and western wear have gone uptown. City folks want to get in on the fun, too. That's fine. We're glad to have them. But the three working cowboy musicians you're about to meet were country long before country was cool. Rodeo and country music, they are inseparable, and interest in both began at an early age for Ivan Daines, the Innisfail, Alberta bronc rider and recording artist.
I used to sing in the choir in church, and when I was about 5 or 6, I won second in a singing amateur talent contest, and I actually been singing ever since. I don't play music as much as I would like to. I enjoy playing music and writing what I think are good songs. I don't know how good they are, but people request them, and we send them out all over the world. Rodeo-oriented songs is what they identify me with, so I try and put on all my albums half at least rodeo-oriented songs, and the other half straight country music songs. I don't want to be a star, I just want to sit around and pick my old guitar. And I don't want no fame, 'cause I want my wife to know me, not my name. You can't be a star and smell the morning dew. Can't hold your baby son when he is just brand new. Can't watch that warm spring rain on the pane. Can't watch your kids grow up, 'cause that's the price of fame. When people know your name, it makes life great, but it never is the same. After you sing for them, you drive all night and day and you do it again. You can't be a star and smell the morning dew. Can't hold your baby son when he is just brand new. Can't watch that warm spring rain on the window pane. Can't watch your kids grow up, 'cause that's the price of fame. I'll never understand how I got hooked on a 5-piece band, singing all my songs to the folks that think I'm all wrong. You can't be a star and smell the morning dew. You can't hold your baby son when he is just brand new. Can't watch that warm spring rain on the window pane. Can't watch your kids grow up, 'cause that's the price of fame. I don't want to be a star, I just want to sit around and pick my old guitar. And I don't want no fame, 'cause I want my wife to know me, not my name.
There is no more enduring success story in Canadian country music than the long-running Tommy Hunter TV show.
I was really honored when they called me to go do his show, and I've got some good stories about that. From losing my pick down there and him making me sweat for a while till he gave me one and then chided me about it. Like, he's a character, and I enjoy his company. He's a very smart man in the entertainment business.
Folks, I want you to meet a good friend of ours, the winner of the National Finals bronc riding champ, all the way from Innisfail, Alberta, coming out of Chute 7, here's Ivan Daines.
In the back of a pickup truck to a Louisiana rodeo, which took out his guitar, sang me every song you know. San Francisco in the fall at the Cow Palace Rodeo, Chris would pick and sing his songs at the Mission Bell Motel Road.
They start them young in the rodeo business. Daines entered his first boys steer riding event at the age of 12. He was a Canadian novice saddle bronc champion and United States intercollegiate saddle bronc champ at Casper College before turning pro in 1967.
I talked to Rocky Rockabar in Medicine Hat the other day, and he said he never used to ever pay entry fees because he knew he was going to win something all the time, see? Well, I was in the era between, I had to pay my entry fees because I might not win something, but it's a fact, you know, in the early days. Gosh, you know, you get a lot of bucking horses or bulls, a lot of head of stock at a rodeo, so you have a lot of chances. Now it's one ride, one roll of the dice, as the word is, and you're in and you're out and you're on the plane or in the car or the truck or you name it, going to another one. So it's a way quicker pace, and it's a lot more money in it. It's a lot bigger business.
Cowboys, like athletes in any sport, like to compare the great ones, past and present. Only in rodeo, they also rate and sing about the four-legged superstars.
The greatest bronc I was ever on and ever around was the great bucking horse Descent. He was 6 times a world's champion bucking horse. I rode him the first time I had him at the national finals and won a round on him, and I thought there's nothing to this Descent. And the next time I had him was in El Paso, Texas, and I didn't think I'd ever come down in about 4 seconds. And he got me again in Tucson, and then I got a lot more respect for him, and then I started winning on him and riding him.
Rodeo, Western wear, and the cowboy lifestyle in general have become fashionable in recent years. The Daines family, recognizing a good business opportunity, branched into Western wear in 1969.
Well, I know the Western industry takes their styling from the rodeo cowboy. That I do know, and it's watched very closely what the rodeo cowboy is doing and wearing, because that's the fashion trend in all the Western industry, which is a huge industry across North America, in the world. We're even competing now in the Western store business with Europe, Germany, and all these places are buying all kinds of Western merchandise, and so you're buying against them for the Western wear right in your home country. Mm-hmm. So it's competitive. A lot of effort. Anybody that says the retail store business is easy, they should jump into it. But it's good. Business is good right now.
Like so many rodeo families, the Daines keep the tradition alive, one generation after another.
To be good at anything, you got to have a love for it, and I tell them that they can do anything they want to do, and I'll do my best to help them. If they want to be a rodeo cowboy or be in the music business, I will help them to my utmost. But there's got to be a love, and there's got to be dedication, and there's got to be input into it.
For all the championships, countless trophies and buckles, rodeo athletes look back on their competitive years and treasure fond memories and good friends above all else.
You know, I guess you would have liked to have been the greatest and done everything, but you try your best and you do your best, and I have a great kinship to rodeo cowboys across Western Canada and Western United States, and I got a lot of friends all over, and it was from me rodeoing and my way of life, and that I can never replace that. That's one thing I really do love, because I can pull into any town, and I got a good friend in that town.
Another cowboy athlete who likes to pick and sing a little between bronc rides is Coleman Robinson.
I guess when I was living in Red Deer about 7-8 years ago, I just was playing the guitar a little bit, and I don't know, just kind of wanted to sing, and just picked it up and started singing a little, writing a few songs and stuff, and met George and Joyce Smith, and just started singing with them and stuff.
You still do quite a bit of it?
Well, no, it's more of to me, it's like it's a hobby, you know. I'm basically a campfire singer, you know, and like I do sing with them and some other bands that come in here and stuff, but it's not a real big deal with me. I enjoy it, but it's just a fun kind of thing.
Well, way downtown, fooling around, took me to the gym. Well, oh me, and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my way. It was late last night when Willie came home. I heard a-slipping and a-sliding with his new shoes on. Papa says, Willie, don't you rap no more. Well, way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Well, oh me and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my bail. Sweet Becky's house, sitting in that big armchair. One arm around my old guitar and the other one around my dear. Well, way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Well, oh me and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my bail. Well, this old shirt is about all I got, and $1 is all that I crave. 'Cause I brought nothing with me into this old world and ain't gonna take nothing to my grave. Well, way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Well, oh me and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my bail. Well, way downtown, fooling around, took me to the jail. Well, oh me and it's oh my, ain't no one to go my bail. Ain't no one to go my bail.
You do some composing too, you say?
I've done some songwriting, a little bit, and actually Ted Miller is wanting to record one of my songs I wrote, so kind of looking forward to that and stuff. But
Be nice. There's pretty good royalties in that.
yeah, like I don't know if it's a very good song or not, but it'll be fun. It'll be just nice to hear it on a record or something.
Who knows where that million seller is going to lie?
Oh, there you go.
Was there any musical history in the family at all?
Oh yeah, my grandmother plays the piano, or did play the piano, and we all took piano lessons and that kind of stuff. But I never learned very much at it.
You spent
got a lot of
money
licking,
for
got a lot of
music
lickings for not practicing. But
Born in Edson and ranch-raised at Knighton Junction, Coleman Robinson surfaced in the late 70s as a promising saddle bronc rider.
I used to come to a lot of rodeos. My folks were real big rodeo fans and ranched out there. And I just kind of picked it up and started going to Ivan Daines' schools, bronc riding schools, and that's where I kind of got started. So.
The schools made a lot of difference in the sport, haven't they, over the years? The young fellows now have a place to start, really, where years back, gosh, you pretty much had to do it by trial and error on your own.
Oh yeah, like any young fella nowadays that comes and asks me about, how does he get started in it, the first thing I tell him is before you even buy equipment or anything is go to a school and and they have equipment there that you can buy, which is good equipment, and learn from the pros. And you go to a school for a week and they really learn whether they want to do it or not, you spend the $200, $250 or whatever it is, and it kind of makes up your mind rather than entering a bunch of rodeos and not learning anything, and that would cost you a lot more anyway, Schools are the best thing that ever happened, I think,
You find out, too, how much courage you have, I guess.
Yeah. It separates the men from the boys.
Robinson twice qualified for the Canadian Finals Rodeo in the novice saddle bronc event and returned to the CFR as a pro in 1985.
Yeah, I had a good amateur career, and then it started off with a bang when I turned pro, but then I had a couple injuries and then just not really looking after business and that kind of stuff, and bad management more of anything, I guess, on my part. And then I got back into it real good when I moved back up to here, to Edmonton here, with Cook County and stuff, sponsoring me. And I had a couple of good years in there. In '85, I made the finals, and I was runner-up for the Rookie of the Year in the saddle bronc riding for the world that year. But I don't know, it seems like and then when '86 come along, I figured, it's going to be a basket, everything's going to just come that much better. And then I had a real tough year in '86 and ended up 13th, I don't know, it seems to go that way sometimes.
A saddle bronc specialist most of his career, Robinson can now work both ends of the arena, qualifying as an all-around cowboy.
I went about 4 years ago down to West Iffley's at Monitor there, and I really wanted to get into the steer wrestling too, qualified for the all-around and stuff. So I've been steer wrestling for about 4 years now. I enjoy it. It's fun.
A little tough on the hinges.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't seem, I've been fortunate I haven't been hurt at it yet. Like my knees seem to be all right and stuff. I spent all these years trying to stay on a horse, and now I'm jumping off them.
Involved in public relations and promotions work with Cook County Saloon in Edmonton, Robinson has also ventured into movie work recently. It's interesting, but time-consuming, and he'd like to devote more to rodeo.
Well, the biggest thing with rodeo is you have to, unless you have a sponsor or have some backing you or something, you have to pay your own expenses, like your entry fees and the cost of living going down the road, and it's real expensive. And if you're not winning, well, it can really add up after a while. Rodeo is the best sport, I think, in the world. I mean, everything I've done and got today is because of rodeo, and I've seen a lot of people or met a lot of people and seen a lot of country, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, It's been good to me.
Will the circle be unbroken?
The Vold family has long been involved in ranching, rodeo, the auction business, and sports. Wayne Vold should have an eye for good bucking stock.
It's a good living, and it's a good life as long as you can keep all your bills paid and replace that stock. It's getting very expensive. That's the whole problem. Like you can buy 20 head and you might not get one. So you got to kind of know what you're doing there, and we've been pretty lucky so far. And I need more horses and bulls all the time, and we're looking all the time.
As a Canadian champion saddle bronc rider in 1965 and 66, he conquered some of the best. Some of his broncs were ranch raised, but a shortage of land rules out any extensive breeding program.
My dad does. He's got 20,000 acres in Colorado where he lives, and he raises lots of horses and bulls, but we're only sitting on a half section out of Calgary, and haven't got enough territory to raise them. We just got enough land and stuff to keep the ones we got. They can be spoiled saddle horses that guys tried to ride. The majority of the good ones have been broke saddle horses that went bad, and that's the kind of stuff, you buy one and only buck him once or twice, that don't mean anything. He might quit. So the proven ones that are bucked lots and are for sale, I'd rather try and buy. And you pay a little more money maybe, but you're better off in the long run.
If there is such a thing as an all-around contractor, Wayne Vold must be it. He can provide the broncs and bulls, pick up in the riding events, and play the dance at night.
We feel that we're in on the majority of the better rodeos in Canada. If I'm not producing them, I'm part of one, like Calgary Stampede. I work there for Winston and Bruce, and I'm proud to be there, proud to be a pickup man there. I don't pick up that much anymore at my own rodeos because I got too busy. But we're proud of our rodeos, and when I put my name on one of them, I want it to go well. I don't care where it is or what it is.
Wayne has done some recording in Canadian studios, but like any country and western artist, would like a session in the country music capital of the world.
Well, I took classical singing lessons when I was going to school for about 7 years from an opera singer in Calgary, Norma Piper Pocatera, and I did recitals and stuff like that. And then when I started riding broncs, I didn't sing much, and then about the last 10 years, I started doing it for money, so about 10, 12 years ago.
It's worked out pretty well, the combination of the two, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've done a lot of rodeos and then done the dance at night and all over the country. I don't do that much anymore. It gets pretty hard on the health, You're burning at both ends of the candle and, picking up at the rodeos. Well, Calgary, I pick up at the rodeo and play the ranchmans at night, but that's about all I can take anymore. It was a good combination, country music, rodeo, goes good together. Had a couple albums out. I had a single out about during the Olympics. Got a lot of airplay, which I was glad the radios played it. And probably this fall I might look at doing an album. But I like the music thing, but it's hard to do both, you know, and I'm real busy now in the summertime. I never got real big in the music thing, but the rodeo thing, I've managed to get some of the better rodeos in Canada, so I'm going to stick to that for a while.
Tonight, live from the Ranchman's in Calgary, the Wayne Vold Show. With guest stars, Rex Allen Jr. and Tommy Overstreet. Ladies and gentlemen, our singing cowboy, Wayne Vold.
Big wheels rolling, moving on. Big wheels rolling, gotta keep them going. Big wheels rolling, moving on. Well, the white line is the lifeline to the nation. Men like Will and Sonny make it move. Living like a gypsy, always on the go, doing what they know how to do.
Wayne gained considerable exposure on the syndicated Wayne Vold Show, which ran Canada-wide for 2 years.
Some of the guys were on the show, and some of the ladies, we kind of got them when they were starting out, a lot of them, you know, and we were lucky, like Eddie Rabbit, you know, and he went on bigger and greater things, and we had Rex Allen Jr. on the show. Mickey Gilley was on there. A lot of good people. Made a lot of good connections there, and I wouldn't mind doing one again.
Big wheels rolling, moving on, yeah. All night country music keeps them going. Will and Sonny keep on moving on. A good hot cup of coffee is waiting up ahead. The rhythm of the highway hums along. Jamming gears has got to be a people.
I still like it. I like to keep my finger in it. You know, you can do country music till you're, you know, some of them go 60, 70 years old, you know, like, it's not a thing that you have to quit when you're 35 years old, so there's still hope for me.
Big wheels rolling, gotta keep them going. Big wheels rolling, moving on.